Welcome everyone to GTW Brawl. We're starting our European tour live here at London, England. I'm your host, Infinite Fantasy. And it looks like we're going to be starting off by hearing from our former World Heavyweight and Grand Tour champion, Hercules, as he's making his way to the ring right here on Brawl. Here comes Hercules making his way down to the ring, and you can hear the boos all throughout London, and you can see the look on his face. He doesn't look very too happy here tonight. I had word that we were going to hear from Hercules, but it seems he's decided to come out and open the show here tonight. It was last week on Dystopia where he nearly beat Charles to a bloody pulp, threatening that if Charles Elliott, the director of GTW, does not give in to his demands, does not give him a world heavyweight title match, that he will continuously wreak havoc throughout GTW. That he will continuously hunt him down. And I want to remind everyone, as Hercules so puts it, he has a no accountability clause in his contract. That's right, he can do whatever he wants and not face any repercussions, including being terminated from Grand Tour Wrestling. A condition Charles Elliott was forced to put into his contract a long time ago in order to save his son Damien, who is being held hostage by the Old Gods, the very same group that Damien now follows blindly. London, bow before your God. Now, no need to despair. 'Tis a glorious week. As of last Saturday on Dystopia, we have witnessed the end of the fallen. The alliance my enemies have forged is all but collapsing. No more Dio Sebation to challenge me. No more Steven Dynamite to cross me. No more Amanda Price or that irritating masked witch to get in my way as I rise to glory. And the best part is, I did not even have to do anything. I did not have to lift a finger. They have already defeated themselves. And thus, at long last, the Old Gods have won the war. You see, Mr. Elliott, you have no champions left to protect you from my wrath. You got a taste of what I can do to you on Dystopia. Now you will walk out here and give me what I want, what I deserve. I want my title match against John Moxley, or so help me. That's it. I can't do it. I just wanted to take the night off and enjoy the show. But it's hard to relax when all I hear is how much yapping you got in that filthy mouth. You again. This does not concern you, Austin. I suggest you turn away now before I... What? I can't hear you, son. I'm pretty old. Maybe you can come closer and threaten me a little louder. I said turn back now before I... What? I said shut up! I'm tired of you running your mouth. You keep coming out here talking about how tough you are. Congratulations. You beat up a man in a business suit. What? Then you start yapping about how you won the war. Congratulations on your victory. I'm sure someone else not getting their shit together is your biggest achievement. How dare you? What? Sorry, I wasn't talking. So how about you shut the hell up? The fact of the matter is, I could care less about your pretty little feud with Dynamite or Dio or whoever the hell you're dealing with. They are not my concern. My big concern is how you come out here to threaten what is already mine. Now, as far as I can see, I already earned my shot at Moxley. And I'm not about to let some greased up, hairy, steroid-induced SOB get in my way. The fact of the matter is, I don't even like you. What? I said I don't like you. What? I said I hate your guts. In fact, I have a good mind to kick your ass right here now all over London, England. Is that so, Austin? I would love nothing more than to get my hands on you. So how about we make it official? The mighty Hercules versus the Texas Rattlesnake this Friday on All Star. Hercules versus Stone Cold at Friday Night All Star? Yes. Live in Glasgow, Scotland? The very same. Well, if you want to see Austin 316 whip Hercules' ass this Friday at All Star in the middle of Scotland, give me a hell yeah! Hell yeah! And if you don't want to wait until Glasgow, give me another hell yeah! Hell yeah! And here comes Stone Cold with the attack on Hercules. This is dystopia all over again from 2 weeks ago. And here's Stone Cold coming with a shoulder tackle, stomping away on Hercules. This 345-pound man can't do anything against the Texas Rattlesnake. Stone Cold now going for the Irish whip. And just look at Stone Cold just going to town on Hercules. Hercules having no choice but to roll the ring. Stone Cold in pursuit. And here comes security running out, pulling Stone Cold Steve Austin off of the mighty Hercules. This is just a preview of things to come. It's now official. Friday Night All-Star live in Glasgow, Scotland. We're going to be having Stone Cold Steve Austin going one-on-one with the mighty Hercules. That's me this Friday night live streaming here on Infinite Fantasy If/Twitch.tv. However, coming up next, we still have our qualifying match for the Fatal 4-Way match to determine our first ever Women's European Champion. We're going to be having Toni Storm versus Amaya coming up on BRAWL. What the hell was that last Saturday? You know exactly what that was. I'm through. We're through. You never ever listen. You act like you do, but you don't. I keep telling you I wanted nothing to do with that match. But as always, it's always what you want. You couldn't even let me start the match without tagging yourself in. Again! Oh, that's rich. After everything I've done for you, you're going to go back on our promise. After everything you've done for me? Ever since we were kids, I was the one who took care of you, to look out for you. No one messed with you because of me. I kept you under my wing. I protected you. I taught you how to fight. Everything you are in GTW is because of me. So if you want to go fly solo, then go ahead, but don't expect me to help the next time you're in too deep. Good luck, because you just killed our dream. We're back, everyone. Both women are in their corner, and here comes the bell. It's Toni Storm with a right cross onto Amaya. She's got that lock that move locked in pretty tight. Amaya with a quick reversal, putting Toni Storm in a headlock. And once again, Toni Storm is the first woman to ever win the Grand Tour Championship and has made pro wrestling history by doing so. And by winning this match, Toni Storm becomes one step closer to making history once again as GTW's first ever women's European champion. However, she has to be able to out-wrestle this gladiator known as Amaya, who is known for her skills as a technical wrestler and her brutish strength. And Toni Storm getting behind Amaya, locking in the hold. And look at that power by Amaya as she pries her hands open and immediately reverses onto Toni Storm. And Toni Storm with quick thinking, putting Amaya into a headlock. And look at her stretching that body, using that leverage. Amaya struggling to get out of the hold. And look at that sheer power as Amaya working her way to her feet. Toni Storm trying to lock in that armbar to keep the advantage, and she succeeds. Amazing quick thinking by the timeless Toni Storm. And she's got it in pretty tight. Amaya starting to look a little worried. She might have no choice but to tap out. And there's Toni Storm taking her off her feet. She saw an opportunity and went for it. And now once again, grappling up with Amaya. Amaya now using that super strength to bring Toni Storm to the corner. The referee bringing up, and a cheap shot by Amaya. The referee giving her a warning. And oh no, here we go. Asuka once again just not letting things go. And there's Asuka outside the ring distracting Toni Storm. And Amaya with the pin, taking advantage of the distraction. Toni Storm on Dystopia was Rachel Rodriguez's tag team partner against the Kabuki Warriors. And we all know that Asuka, if she knows how to do anything, it's hold a grudge. Time and time again, Rachel Rodriguez has deflected all of her attempts to score over and bait her into a women's title match. And Toni Storm being her tag team partner on Dystopia, and now we can see that aggression is now being focused on her. And Amaya having no problems taking advantage of the distraction as she gets Toni Storm with a face buster. And here comes a lion salt. She's not capitalizing though. She's looking to punish her challenger a little bit more before she goes to the win. And Toni Storm with those shots to the ribs. Amaya rolling out of the way. And a European uppercut by Amaya. And Toni Storm over the top rope. Amaya jumping outside the ring. That's got to be, what, 10, 15 feet in the air outside the ring? An amazing leg scissors maneuver by Amaya as she takes the fight in front of our announcer's desk. Toni Storm now being thrown inside the ring. And a clothesline, Toni Storm flying over the top rope. Amaya definitely showing her dominance and strength here. Taking the time to celebrate inside the ring, unaware that Toni Storm's right behind her. And that moment of showboating might have just cost her. Toni Storm taking the opportunity to do a little showboating herself. Showing Amaya just what she's made of. 1, 2, Amaya kicks out. Here comes the grapple. Toni Storm with a power slam onto Amaya. Now the two once again outside the ring. And look at those strikes by Toni Storm. Goes for a spinning heel kick. Amaya counters. And that strength of Amaya once again showing as she throws Toni Storm all the way across the floor here at the ringside area. Toni Storm in a lot of trouble now. And both women get in the ring just in the nick of time. We're at 8 on the countout. And now Amaya setting up Toni Storm, looking to finish this off. She can taste the European title. And a quick counter by Toni Storm. She goes for the pin. Toni Storm using the ropes as leverage. Amaya still able to kick out. A dirty move by Toni Storm, but just to show you that kind of strength by Amaya as she's still able to power out of that pin. I guess the ropes as leverage makes them even. Amaya had the outside distraction from Asuka. Toni Storm evening the playing field down. And Toni Storm going on an all-out assault on Amaya. Her opponent struggling to get to her feet after that crazy attack by the timeless Toni Storm. And what's she doing? Toni Storm, what are you thinking here? A DDT onto the ring apron. Now remember, when the ring apron is the hardest part of the ring, that's a steel frame that her head just bounced off of. And Toni Storm now locking in the sharpshooter. She has the submission hold. Will Amaya tap out? As she does, Toni Storm moves on to the fatal four-way match for the Women's European title.
Toni Storm!
Impressive victory by Toni Storm. Despite the interference from Asuka, Toni Storm still able to get the victory over Amaya, winning by a tap out. Still to come, we got the Intercontinental Championship on the line for our main event, the Women's Intercontinental Championship, as we got Lita taking on Megan, and also a first contender match for the Men's European Championship, Hook versus the Criminal Aiden Andrews, which is coming up next. The winner to take on Aiden Armstrong this Friday at Glasgow, Scotland on All-Star. That's all coming up after a quick break. Yo, Farouk. I really like how we teamed up on Dystopia, and it really got me thinking. What'd you have in mind? Reform the Acolytes? Not just the Acolytes, the APA. Let's go back to our roots. Let's go into business again. Damn, you're serious, aren't you? Aren't you like a billionaire or something? I miss the booze. I miss the girls. I miss playing cards in the back, kicking ass. Come on, Farouk. Let's get the band back together. Well, if anyone's going to hire us, we better get some wins under our belt, because last Saturday, that was an embarrassment. And you better change that ring gear, because a self-made billionaire cowboy look is not going to cut it. No problem. I'll get some new ring gear made. That's fine. As far as getting some wins, What if I told you I got us a rematch with the Outlaws tonight? Tonight? Tonight. Well, I'll be damned. Looks like we're back in business. Hell yeah! Let's go get 'em, partner. Seriously though, you're gonna change that ring gear, right? Welcome back, everyone, and it's time for the #1 contender match. The winner will be going to Friday Night All-Star in Glasgow, Scotland to take on the Russian Gladiator, Andre Armstrong, for the European Championship. We got Hook versus the criminal Aiden Andrews coming up now on Brawl.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Manhattan, New York, weighing in at 203 pounds, Cook.
And here comes our first competitor tonight. From Manhattan, New York, Hook, known for his brawling style growing up in the streets of Manhattan. He had to fight and claw his way to the top, using his fists of fury. He has completely punched his way to the top of GTW and now is looking to earn a title shot against Andre Armstrong. It's been a while since Hook put himself in a championship title picture. And if he can get past the criminal Aiden Andrews, he might just be able to win some gold in this European tour.
And his opponent from Toledo, Ohio, weighing in at 250 pounds, Aiden Andrews.
And here comes the criminal Aiden Andrews, who himself is the former European champion. He ended up losing the title to Andre Armstrong. And now he's here to compete in this #1 contender match. If he can defeat Hook here tonight, he will finally get his long-awaited rematch against Armstrong. He'll finally have a chance at redemption, a chance to win back the GTW European Champion, and he'll be able to do it in Glasgow, Scotland. Aiden Andrews, born and raised right here in the UK. And I can't think of a better place for him to make his comeback by defeating Hook here in London, England, and winning the championship against Andre Armstrong at Friday Night's All-Star live at Glasgow, Scotland. But for that to happen, he's got to get through this brawler known as Hook here in this #1 contender match. Here comes the bell. Hook going for a clothesline. Aiden Andrews ducking under, and the two now grappling up. Hook bringing the criminal into the corner, and the referee breaking them apart. Good sportsmanship by both men as Hook waits for the allotted time and moving for the strike. And now he's driving the knees into the sternum of Aiden Andrews. Hook, known for that brawling style, known for those street fights. And there's Aiden Andrews. Give it back to him. Meeting him fire with fire with those strikes in his own. Taking Hook down with a clothesline. Hook with a sweep to the legs. Takes down Aiden Andrews. And here he is wrenching the head. Oh, what a strike to the top temple of the criminal Aiden Andrews. Hook using those taped up hands to do as much damage as possible to his opponent here in the ring tonight. And they grapple up. And there's a criminal overpowering Hook there. And they once again lock up into a grapple. And here's Aiden Andrews with a headlock onto his opponent. Hook struggling to get his way out of it. And he gets the Irish whip in, pushing Aiden Andrews into the ropes. And there's a flying knee by Hook. Here comes the pin. 1, 2, and there's a kick out by Aiden Andrews. And look at Hook just throwing that dead weight of his opponent, slamming into the ring. Hook coming off the ropes. And nobody home as Aiden Andrews moves out of the way. It's a kick to the midsection. Aiden Andrews going for a power bomb. And Hook with the reversal, throwing those punches to the head. And now a two-man getting into a contest of fisticuffs. Both of them testing each other's might, each other's endurance as they go back and forth with those open hand chops. And they went from open hand to closed fist. And there's Aiden Andrews with a clothesline. The criminal making his way to the top rope. Hook could be in trouble. And a flying lariat by Aiden Andrews. He's now sizing him up, looking to end this match early. And Hook coming back, a shot to the ribs. Aiden Andrews with the Irish whip, he throws him right into the referee. Hook with the reversal, he goes for the back of the leg. And what a kick by Aiden Andrews, reversing a Hook. Hook with a reversal of his own, taking down the criminal. There's on 2, well, 3 clotheslines by Hook. He's got Aiden Andrews trapped in the corner. And Hook coming full speed ahead. A spear right into the midsection, nearly breaking Aiden Andrews in half, followed by a belly-to-belly suplex. And Hook continuing that assault, fisherman suplex on Aiden Andrews. He goes for the pin. 1, 2, a kick out. Aiden Andrews gets the shoulder up. Remember, the winner will be taking on Andre Armstrong at Friday Night All-Star for the European title live at Glasgow, Scotland. And Hook now has Aiden Andrews in the sleeper hold. Aiden Andrews escaped the submission. Hook not relieving any of the pressure, though. He continues the offense. And now he's setting him up. He's got the girl set up for a powerbomb. Hook being relentless with that offense. Using those powerful strikes, those powerful slams, those powerful suplexes. He gets it once again with the belly-to-belly, making his way to the second rope. And a double axe handle by Hook. Aiden Andrews having no choice but to roll out of the ring to gain some distance to reset himself. They lock up. Hook with the Irish whip. He goes under. And a flying knee to the gut. Now Hook getting Aiden Andrews away from those ropes, trying to avoid the rope break. Andrews struggling to get to his feet. And Hook once again applies the sleeper hold. Aiden Andrews nowhere near the ropes. And here comes the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Hook will be taking on Andre Armstrong at Friday Night All-Star.
Here is your winner, Hook.
What an impressive victory by Hook here in this #1 contender match. But that's not all the action we have here tonight. Still to come. It's just been made official. The APA will be in tag team action against the Outlaws, a rematch from Dystopia. And still to come, our main event, Megan defending the Women's Intercontinental Championship against Lita. That's all still to come here on Brawl. And here comes Jamie Hayter making her way to the ring. Microphone in hand, here to address the crowd here in London, England, here in her home country. Amber Charlotte, I could have had the chance to make history to become the first women's European champion, and you ruined my opportunity because of some petty grudge. Sorry if I ruined your fun last week on Brawl, but whether anyone likes it or not, Andre Armstrong is my mate, and the 2-on-1 was not fair. But you, Amber, I want you 1-on-1. So why don't you come out here in front of my people here in the UK so we can talk girl to girl. You got what you deserved on Dystopia. It serves you right for getting involved in old god business. How about we settle things right now? What do you say, Amber? Jamie Hayter, do you really want me to kick your ass all over the UK? Right here in front of your own people? You know, Amber Charlotte, that's a good point. I think I'd rather beat you in the ring in a bigger stage. I think Glasgow, Scotland is a real banger of a place. What do you say, princess? Me and you, 1-on-1 at Friday Night All-Star. Alright, hater. I'll see you in Glasgow. And the stage is set for Friday Night All-Star. Jamie Hayter will be going 1-on-1 with Amber Charlotte at Glasgow, Scotland this Friday on All-Star. Coming up, we got tag team action as Farouk and JBL reform the APA to have a rematch against the Outlaws right here on Brawl.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 456 pounds, Justin Hicks and Billy Cactus, the Outlaws.
And here comes the team of Justin Hicks and Billy Cactus coming back. Last week on Dystopia, the Outlaws challenged JBL to a 2-on-1 match. And it was funny how JBL looked very confident. What they did not know was JBL had a secret weapon in his pocket. Him and Farouk have come back together. And now tonight, making it official, JBL and Farouk have reformed the APA and will be getting a rematch against the Outlaws right here in the UK.
From Warner Robins, Georgia, weighing in at 275 pounds, Farouk!
And here comes Farouk in his vintage, original Acolytes gear. I want to understand this will be the last time we see JBL coming out in his known attire. The APA reformer going back to business. And tonight they're ready to take care of business. Ready to settle a score against the Outlaw Gang.
And from New York City, weighing in at 290 pounds, John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL.
It looks like JBL is still going to have some work to do to win the crowd. Not exactly welcome here in London. However, I think I speak for everyone in the United States when I say we are happy to see that Bradshaw and Farouk are getting back together. JBL, who has been going head-to-head with members of the Outlaws week after week now. Farouk finally joining the fray. And honestly, I just think it's just great that these two are back together. They made such a great team back in the day, over 20 years ago. And I just can't wait to see what damage they do as they bring back the Acolytes Protection Agency. And it looks like we're going to start off with Billy Cactus and Farouk in tonight's tag team match. And Billy Cactus starting off strong with a bulldog onto Farouk. He goes for that Irish whip. Farouk in the corner. And there's Billy Cactus making the tag to Justin Hicks. And here comes the double Irish whip. The Outlaws going for a double hip toss onto Farouk. And let's just look at Justin Hicks taking his time. There's a lot of speculation saying that Farouk might be the weak link in the APA, losing 3 times to JBL. And when it came to the tag team match last week on Dystopia, it was Farouk who got pinned. Farouk has a lot to prove here in this match. And show that he can still keep up like he did in the old days. And here's a scoop body slam. Farouk now making the tag to JBL. There's a double axe handle by Justin Hicks. He has JBL against the ropes. And a reversal by JBL into a DDT. There's an elbow drop. Not one, not two, but 3 elbow drops by John Bradshaw Layfield. 4 elbow drops, actually. He just quadrupled that, just like his savings. And now Justin Hicks going for the Irish whip. JBL in the corner. Justin Hicks making the tag to Billy Cactus. And as Justin Hicks holding back, Billy Cactus goes for a shot to the ribs. And look, talk about the disrespect there by Billy Cactus. The crowd all over the arena booing as he completely goes to humiliate John Bradshaw Layfield. JBL throwing Cactus into the corner. He attempts to tag in Farouk, but is intercepted as Billy Cactus goes for the elbow. And there he is, slamming his head into the corner. And just like last week, it seems the Outlaws are in complete control of this match. And there's a counter by JBL. And JBL now using that size and power to his advantage. Tagging in Farouk. And a spear by Farouk, taking Billy Cactus right off his legs. And what a elbow, what a head, sorry, a head drop, a headbutt. I gotta call that a head drop. He just completely just dropped on him there. And once again, the disrespect from Billy Cactus continues as he works on Farouk. Now tagging his partner, Justin Hicks. Justin Hicks, known as the stronger of the two Outlaws, throwing Farouk into the corner. Tagging Billy Cactus, the Outlaws double teaming more on their opponent. Farouk with a power slam onto Billy Cactus, making the tag to JBL. And here comes John Bradshaw Layfield, using that size and power to his advantage, tackling Billy Cactus to the ground. He goes for a pin, but still too early as Billy Cactus is able to kick out. And there's interference from Justin Hicks. JBL setting up Billy Cactus. Looks like he's going for a powerful power bomb. That is the double power bomb right there, tagging in Farouk. And there's Farouk raking the back of Billy Cactus. The APA getting their second win here, and maybe I spoke too soon as Billy Cactus throws Farouk off the ropes. And here comes a backbreaker. Two backbreakers by Billy Cactus. And I gotta give it to the Outlaws, tagging in and out, working flawlessly as a tag team. Justin Hicks throwing Farouk into the corner. And there's a cross-body splash. And look at that power by Justin Hicks, slamming Farouk in the middle of the mat. And here comes the pin. 1, 2, a kick out by Farouk. And there's a sidewalk slam by Justin Hicks. I don't know how much more Farouk can take. You can see that his age, his body is catching up to him. Justin Hicks looking to finish things off. There's a cowboy bomb by Justin Hicks. Luckily, JBL able to break up the pin. And Farouk getting nowhere with a clothesline, nearly taking the head off of Justin Hicks. He goes for the Irish whip. Justin Hicks in the corner now. And Farouk, high-flying move. It just cost him though. Justin Hicks easily able to counter with a gut shot. Farouk making a desperate tag to John Bradshaw Layfield. And JB Hill going for that suplex. Another counter by Justin Hicks. The Outlaws taking control of this match. And there's JBL. With that size and power, Justin Hicks again fighting his way out. Every time JBL gets the advantage, Justin Hicks has an immediate reversal. And now the Outlaws going for that double Irish whip. JBL off the ropes and a double hit toss by the Outlaws. Billy Cactus, now the legal man, going for that pin. 1, and an immediate kick out by JBL, still fresh in this match. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here live in London, England, here in the middle of the UK, starting off our European tour. This is the road to GTW Grand Rumble, which will be live in Greece just 2 weeks away. However, this Friday we have a huge special event in Glasgow, Scotland, the second show in our European tour, as we have Friday Night All-Star. Already a big card, as we now have Hercules set to take on Stone Cold Steve Austin. And we have Hook challenging Andre Armstrong for the European Championship. Jamie Hayter taking on Amber Charlotte. Thus far, a very impressive fight card for Friday Night All-Star. And now back here on GTW Brawl, here in London, England. We got Billy Cactus with a reversal onto JBL. And slamming him full force in the middle of the ring. Here comes the Irish Whip, JBL in the corner. And here comes Billy Cactus, setting him up. Looking as confident as ever, as cocky as ever, clothesline into the corner, taking down John Bradshaw Layfield. They lock up Billy Cactus, getting JBL in the corner. He tags in Justin Hicks. And now the Outlaws setting him up for a double cowboy bomb. This could be it. This could be what wins the match. And Farouk in the nick of time, able to save the match. This tag team action continues. Justin Hicks putting JBL on the final. Look at that power. Just bench pressing JBL right over his head. You can tell that Justin Hicks is a country boy, the way he's able to lift him. And Farouk showing that same feat, but not able to hold him as Farouk able to counter the pin though. And look at that power of Farouk, showing that has brute strength of his own. But Billy Cactus unfortunately able to break up the count.
That's a good tag.
Farouk making another tag to JBL. JBL, who had just had a moment to rest, able to capitalize on Justin Hicks as he goes for the Irish Whip. He throws Justin Hicks over the top rope. And he's meeting him on the ring apron. And listen to that thud as Justin Hicks is slammed right onto the ring apron. And the referee begins the count out. JBL pursuing outside. That might have been a big mistake as Justin Hicks able to get him with a sidewalk slam at the ringside. We're now 3 seconds in. And there's Justin Hicks working on the leg of JBL. He gets inside the ring. He's hoping that'll be enough to keep JBL outside the ring. Enough for a count out here. And now here he is, working on Farouk, making sure that Farouk can't help him, and JBL gets inside just in time. A powerbomb by John Bradshaw Layfield. 1, 2, a kick out by Justin Hicks. He nearly had it. Justin Hicks focused too much on Farouk, who was not even a legal man, and that may have been all JBL needed to get the advantage in this tag team match. And a clothesline from hell by John Bradshaw Layfield. 1, 2, another kick out by Justin Hicks, and you can see the frustration on Bradshaw's face. And Justin Hicks looks like he's attempting a choke slam. And he lands the chokeslam onto John Bradshaw Layfield, tagging in Billy Cactus to pick up the pieces. Billy Cactus going for that pin. 1, 2, a kick out by JBL. And you can start to see a little frustration from Billy Cactus as well. Wondering what's going to take to put this man away. He goes to the Irish whip. JBL reverses. He has Billy Cactus in the corner. And look at that brute strength throwing Billy Cactus's dead weight across the ring there. An arm drag by Billy Cactus onto JBL. Amazing reversal by one half of the Outlaws. And now it has JBL in the corner. Cactus tagging in Justin Hicks. And looks like they're about to set him up. Another double cowboy bomb by the Outlaws. Justin Hicks going for the pin. 1, 2, and what a save by Farouk. They nearly had the win there if not for Farouk. Justin Hicks putting his attention towards the non-legal man. And now his focus back on JBL. He puts him into the turnbuckle. And Justin Hicks ready to ride as he drives the knee right into the throat of John Bradshaw Layfield. You can see the bruises all over Bradshaw's body here. And a third time's the charm. The Outlaws going for a third double cowboy bomb here. 1, 2, another kick out by JBL, and they just can't believe it. Look how frustrated Billy Cactus looks, choking out JBL. He did hit with 1, not 2, but 3 cowboy bombs. They just can't seem to keep him down, and they finally got it. A frustrating win, but a win nonetheless. The Outlaws now 2-0 against the APA. And it looks like the Outlaws making their message perfectly clear as they kick Farouk outside the ring. The APA being forced to walk out with their tails between their legs. The Outlaws proving themselves to still be the top dogs in the tag team division. Still to come, we have our main event, Megan versus Lita for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, coming up next on BRAWL. Dad, I've been trying to find you all night. Listen, are you okay? Are you okay what happened after Hercules? Spare me, Damien. You made your choice. Hercules will be getting what's coming to him soon enough. You can relay that message to him and the rest of the old gods. But I am glad to see you're here because I have a message for you. I know for a fact that Rebecca Troy will be cleared by Friday Night All-Star. So I'm letting you know that I have picked a new #1 contender for your intergender tag team titles. You two get to face Castor Black and Amy Zero this Friday in Glasgow. Dad, have a good night, Damien. At long last, it is time for the Women's Intercontinental Championship match, as Crimson Fox Megan will now be defending against Pro Wrestling legend Lita. The challenge was set last week on Dystopia, and now these two amazingly athletic women, Megan with her aggressive prowess and Lita with her knowledge and experience, about to go head to head for the Women's Intercontinental Championship right here on BRAWL.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
And here she is, the Women's Intercontinental Champion, and she seems to be all but unbeatable, winning the Intercontinental Championship in a street fight match all the way back in August at Summer Bash, and has never lost a single title defense since then. For what seems to be, 6-7 months now, has called herself the Women's Intercontinental Champion. She has beaten the likes of Brenda Bison, however, will she be able to beat the likes of this legend? The woman who defined the women's division in pro wrestling. One of the most famous women's champions of them all, Lita. Lita making her debut in pro wrestling over 20 years ago. Originally rolling with the Hardy Boys, adopting their style, has made a name for herself. She's at the top of the list when it comes to the athletes who have defined the women's division in pro wrestling, along with other women like Trish Stratus or Chyna. Lita, without a doubt, is down in history as one of the best.
Introducing the challenger from Sanford, North Carolina, Lita. And her opponent from New York, the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Crimson Fox.
And here we are for our main event. Lita versus Crimson Fox Megan, the Intercontinental Championship on the line. And here's the bell. Lita starting off strong with a dropkick on Megan. Megan known for being ruthless, being aggressive, and being able to take as much pain as she can dish out. Lita is going to have to go all out in the beginning of this match to gain the advantage. But Lita has that high-flying acrobatic style, that 25 years of in-ring experience to fall back on. If there's anyone that can dethrone Megan from the Women's Intercontinental Championship, it's Lita. And here's Crimson Fox Megan already with the advantage with those hard punches, that brutal style that she's been known for here in GTW. Again, she has held on to the title for what seems to be 7 months now. 6-7 months, winning the championship at Summer Bash back in August. And she kicks out. Lita with an impressive reversal. There's a kick by Megan Fox. They grapple up. And here's an armbar by Lita. Amazing knowledge by this pro wrestling legend. Crimson Fox Megan. Now with the reversal, using her own arm as leverage, locking the armbar tight. You see, as much experience as Lita has, Crimson Fox Megan seems to know just as much. Now sweeping the leg there. 1. And there's a kick out by Lita. There's a lariat punch, taking Lita right off her feet. And every time Lita goes for an offensive move, Megan manages to overpower her. The only woman that I know in pro wrestling who can wear high heels in the ring and still kick everyone's ass. And here comes an elbow drop by Crimson Fox. She now makes her way to the top rope, looking to beat Lita in her own way. using her high-flying style. And it's a lariat shoulder tackle by the Intercontinental Champion. He is completely manhandling the challenger here, going for that pin. This could be a quick victory. And a kick out by Lita. Megan is now sizing her up. And a kick right into the jawline. Again, going for the pin. 1, 2, another kick out by Lita. The challenger still in this match. Megan coming off the ropes. Frog splash. You can see Megan's getting ready. She's waiting for Lita to get on her feet. She goes for that Irish whip. Lariat elbow takedown. She comes off the ropes and Lita swiftly gets out of the ring. She might have just intercepted any plans Megan has had on a high-flying move. There's Lita coming in with a clothesline. 2 clotheslines. The challenger finally gained the advantage over the Women's Intercontinental Champion. And here comes the pin. 1, 2, a kick out by Crimson Fox Megan. This championship match continues on. And there's Megan with a clothesline. Lita with the reversal. Hip toss by Megan. And here she comes, a spine buster onto Lita. And look at Lita. She doesn't know where she is right now. I don't know how much more Lita has left in her. Experienced as she is, she's also not a spring chicken. And there's Megan with a power slam. 1, 2, 3, and a quick title defense by Crimson Fox Megan, swiftly defeating Lita.
Here is your winner, and still Women's Intercontinental Champion, Crimson Fox.
And so far, Crimson Fox Megan has a very impressive title reign. She has defeated Brenda Bison. She has defeated Lita. She has defeated some of the top women in the business. She's defeated Amanda Price. Is there anyone in GTW that's capable of removing the belt from Crimson Fox Megan? Please, Steve, do not do this. She's crying her eyes out, Amanda. What am I supposed to do? Let me talk to him. Funny, because Witch said the same thing when your boyfriend backstabbed me. I gave her a chance, and now look at her. I have known her for years. The Witch has survived the deadliest matches, and never once have I ever seen her cry like that. I'm sorry, Amanda. Dio has to answer for this. And it looks like the United Kingdom is ready to explode here in London as Steven Dynamite makes his way out to the ring. And here comes the chosen one, Steven Dynamite, about to come out with his explosive entrance. It was at New Year's All-Star, where Sebation had betrayed his friend Steven Dynamite, making it like he was coming out to his rescue, but instead end up slugging him right in the face, nearly costing him his match against Damian Maximus. And for the last few weeks, the Witch trying to make Dio apologize for the assault, trying to make Dio see what he's been doing wrong. And now, with Steven Dynamite supposedly catching the Witch crying her eyes out in the locker room, feels he's left with no other choice but to come out here and confront Dio Sebation himself. London, your chosen one is here. It seems you didn't get my message the last time. I told you to stay out of my business, and here you are. So how about we drop the cute catchphrases and give London what they really want? I take it Amanda told you what I was going to do out here. So that's fine, because I wanted to talk to you man to man anyway. Well, get on with it. Dio, I did not have many friends in GTW. Not many real ones. In fact, I only have 3. And you are my only real friend I have in the men's locker room. Let's be real. We go way back. The two of us were allies in a war against gods for years now. I look at you and I see a brother. I always thought to myself, as the 3rd sibling of the fallen, to be honest. I always knew you had my back and I had yours, and that I could trust you without any doubts whatsoever. At New Year's All-Star, you broke that trust. You didn't just break my trust, you broke my heart. And worst of all, you broke your sister's trust. She pleaded with me to let her handle it because she did not want to see her closest friend fight her big brother. I was patient, I really was. So now I'm out here to give you one last chance. Do not apologize to me, apologize to the Witch, apologize to your sister, and I will sweep this all under the rug. Me? Apologize? You sweep this under the rug? Don't make me laugh. I asked you to do one simple thing. Back off from my sister. She is not in your control. She can team up with whoever she wants. Do you think I'm stupid? Really? Steven, we've known each other for a long time. Do you think I don't know when she's not just a tag team partner to you? Wait, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold the brakes. Is that what this is about? You think me and her are... I'm sorry. You think me and her are together? Yeah, I get it. I started dating Amanda and now you're using my sister to get back at me. Come on, be a man, admit it. Theo, first of all, no. You're way off beat. I had an intergender tag team title opportunity, and the last I checked, you needed a man and a woman for that division. My first pick was Amanda, but you two went out on a date, unknowing to me you were even dating. Surprise! So I asked the only other woman in the locker room that I trust. My first and only true love is the ring. I live, eat, sleep, and breathe wrestling. Do you understand that? My only goal is to win championship gold. You want to know what my obsession is? It is GTW and the fans. But honestly, even if we were turning into a thing, it is none of your damn business. No, Steven, you don't get to talk to me that way. When you showed up, you were a nobody, a skinny rookie who bit off more than he could chew, mid-card at best. I was the one who befriended you. I was the one who looked out for you. I was and am the locker room leader. The only time we faced off, we were in the last two in the Grand Rumble, and you got lucky with a clothesline. But when it came time to face Hercules at WrestleNova, when it came to your big Grand Tour title match, you only survived because of me. You only won because when you could not handle him, I saved your ass. I am the only reason you ever beat him. I'm the only reason you ever won that title. Without me, you were just like the witch. Nothing. Dio? What? You have been chosen. Oh, Dio! Dio attacking Dynamite. It looks like Dynamite was about to make the first move, and Dio decided to attack him instead. And Dynamite coming in with Dio with a clothesline. And here he is, throwing him over the top rope. Dynamite making his way to the top turnbuckle. Moonsault onto Dio. Sebation. And here comes Dynamite. Clearing off the announcer's table. And Dio with a right hook and a left jab onto Steven Dynamite. And there's Dio slamming his head right on top of the table. Oh, look at him slamming Steven Dynamite right into the stairs. It's like Dio looking to teach Steven Dynamite a lesson. Oh no, what is he doing here? He's putting on top of the table. Dio, what are you doing? Get on that top rope, and here comes Dynamite. And he intercepts him. Dio coming back on Dynamite. Throws him right into the turnbuckle. Dynamite trying to fight back. Here comes Dio. Bring him onto that top rope. And look at that size and power by Dio Sebation. He's just beating the hell out of Dynamite here. And here's Dio going under the ring. Bringing out a steel chair. And Steven Dynamite flying outside the ring, intercepting Dio Sebation. There's a right hook by Dio Sebation. He's grabbing Dynamite. And looks like he's attempting once again to get him on top of the table. He's making way to the top rope. Dio, don't do it! There he is with a double axe handle. And what's Dio doing here? He's getting onto that ring apron. Dynamite coming in though. Now Dynamite getting him on top of the table. Oh, look at him slamming his head there. Oh, what's he doing? And he just slams Dio's back right across the top of the announcer's table there. And Dio with a right hook, laying out Dynamite. And we have security coming out, breaking him apart, prying Dio away from Steven Dynamite as these two are in an all-out brawl against each other. Ladies and gentlemen, the war between Steven Dynamite and Dio Sebation has officially begun right here in the UK. For those of you catching me on Twitch, don't forget to follow. I'm only 3 away from associates. And those who watch my content on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to know when new GTW content is coming to you. Don't forget to catch us this Friday for Friday Night All-Star live at Glasgow, Scotland. And as always, may your fantasies be infinite.